Hello beautiful people, today I'm in a tree post because we're going to talk about balance and where to find it. Often when life rushes away with me, I tend to get very stressed and I make it a lot worse than it really is. Everything in life is about balance. Like without sorrow, there's no joy. Without warmth, there's no cold, etc. So when working, we also need to find rest. When we're indulging, we also need to find healthier options. I think balance is simply a form of self-love, which can go either way without having to be positive or negative. For example, when we're working hard, we might view that as a negative thing because we're working too much, or we might view it as a positive thing because we are earning money or we're fulfilling our goals. And the opposite of work is rest, right? Which in similar way can be viewed as negative because we might think that we're lazy, or positive because it's a great way to recharge and take care of ourselves. So balance doesn't need to be positive or negative. They are just two opposites holding you up. And I think it is when you find that balance and you stop viewing either side as positive or negative, is when you find more inner peace and harmony. Because if you always view this side as negative, that's gonna weigh more like that, right? But if you stop doing that, and if you also balance things out, that's balance is harmony, right? So how can we find balance? Well, it starts with awareness, and it starts with you acknowledging the reason behind your feelings or actions. And do they come from either side of the scale? Is it time to counterbalance them? Have you been eating too much sugar lately? Is it time to cut back to find balance with some carrots? That is of course a simplified example, but it applies to all things. And by constantly asking ourselves questions about our feelings, on just not what we're feeling but also why we're feeling it, we become more aware. And have you been putting yourself down lately? It's time to lift yourself up. It might be difficult to find that balance sometimes, but just being aware that the scale might be tipping towards one side, well, that is a great first step. So start your awareness today. Start being aware of what you are doing and why you are doing things. And do you need to do something to make the scale even again? And are you viewing what you're doing as negative or positive? And can you change that by counterbalancing? I will see you tomorrow again. Thank you for today.